Today we're going to go over the basics on how to swap out an outlet. First things first, let's go ahead and get the cover off. Take that center screw out and it'll pop right off. Next we'll move on to the screws that are actually holding the outlet in, right on the top and bottom there. We're also going to go over why you don't use the backstabbing option on these outlets and why you always leave the clippings on the floor. While we have a quick minute, let's go over some admin stuff. Please always shut the power off when you're doing any sort of power work. If your panel isn't labeled properly, what you can do is use like a hair dryer, turn the hair dryer on, and you can flip the breaker to make sure that it's dead. You'll of course know that because your hair dryer is going to shut off. If you have multiple outlets to replace in your home, you might suggest getting one of these little tester deals. I'll link that in the video description below. Let's quickly talk about the backstabbing options. You don't want to use those because those can be kind of loose, and when they get loose, then of course they get hot. And when you get hot, then you get a house fire. So if you can, risk management, let's use the screws, and here's how we're going to do that. We got to get a set of strippers, and we got to strip them back. So once you do that, of course, you got to throw the clippings on the floor. And of course, the reason you do that is because all electricians are known for not being able to pick up after themselves. And of course, they always get salty when I make a TikTok video about them. The absolute easiest way to know how to hook these up is you use the black wire goes to the gold screw or the brass screw, and the white wire goes to the silver screw. Don't make it any more complicated than that. Don't let an electrician scare you off, and certainly don't just copy the way the old outlet was. Make sure you follow that color coordinated deal there. Here on this stripper, it actually has a loop hole, and I'm showing you and demonstrating how to actually make a perfect loop on there. And that is going to make it so you can stick it inside the screw there, and you always want, when you get the loop, you want the screw to tighten with the loop. That's how you have to set that. And so we know that righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so as it tightens, that's how you have to have it set. And this is why we don't use the backstabbing option, because you want a perfect solid connection, and that's how you ensure that you'll get it, by hitting it with that loop like that. Now let's set that outlet back in and turn the breaker back on, and now we have this fancy tester again, and it'll show you that everything is correct. Way to go, you did it.